Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Spiderman blind playthrough, and in the last episode all the prisoners at Rikers Island managed to escape and go out and wreak havoc on the city. And it is our job as the friendly neighborhood Spiderman to put a stop to those plans. To put it bluntly. So we are heading up here.
Okay, Captain, got eyes on. Fill me in.
Rhino's assaulting the Upper West Precinct. Electro's at the Upper East. We need you to turn the tide. Head to either. They're both equally screwed.
Alright. So, into the fire. Save all the police stations. I guess we'll go to the right one since that one is the closest. And since the last time we spent together,
Peter,
I have...
We need help at Feast's sister's site uptown.
The Veterans Center in Harlem. What's wrong?
Men from Rikers are demanding food and supplies. The staff are barricaded inside, but they need help. Miles and I are headed there to evacuate the staff.
Don't do anything until I get there, May. I'll meet you in Harlem. May sounds exhausted. I really hope she isn't sick. I need to help Yuri, then get to Harlem.
Okay, what I was saying before dear old Aunt May interrupted us was, or what I was gonna say, is that I have been playing off camera. So, as you can see, I'm still wearing the same suit as I did last time. I really like this black cat suit. Even though there are a lot of suits in this game that are super awesome. But when you're a cat lover, and also really like black and red. Hello, Electro. This is the suit I chose to use. That's the end of that sentence. And it seems our boys in blue are having a really shitty evening.
This isn't good. Transformers are charging the building,
So,
trapping the police inside.
Let's see if we can turn the
Yuri,
tide.
Complicated was an understatement. I'm gonna have to disable these transformers to free your men.
Even if you manage that, they'll still need your help with the demons.
That's why I'm here, ready to serve all your electricity and demon-related needs.
Yeah, and also a few other things I have done, or some of the things I have done off camera, is actually to complete all the side activities. So I am now at level 50 and I have unlocked...
Man, I did not miss dealing with Electro's elaborate supervillain antics while
I haven't unlocked all the gadgets.
With a network of energy transformers? Who does that?
Or actually I have unlocked all the gadgets. I haven't unlocked all levels of the gadgets. And there is a reason why that hasn't happened. And I'm gonna talk a bit more about that when we are in a bit less of a stressful situation. Because this is really hectic. These guys are not cooperative at all. Oh shit, I hate the brutes. And the brutes hate me. And I pressed the wrong button, even. Just to make things a lot worse. But because I don't like brutes, let's get rid of him. Damn, he really hit the pavement down there. Yes. The side activities in this game, and there are quite a few of them, and I've enjoyed most of them. But one I really didn't enjoy, I must say, was... the Taskmaster challenges. I think I covered one of them in one of my videos, where I was going to defuse 3 bombs, and he also has challenges. We have to follow a drone around the city, and then there are stealth kill challenges, and then there are combat challenges. And this combat feels a bit challenging. Let's see, can we... No. Couldn't web his ass. And the Taskmaster challenges I found the bomb defusal ones to be decent. Also the combat ones, the stealth ones, and the drone challenges can go suck a duck, to put it bluntly. Because the thing with all those challenges were that the timer on all of them was super tight. Because there were 3 levels: amazing, spectacular, and ultimate. And when you challenge, or when you complete the different tiers of the challenge, you get a set amount or a certain amount of tokens that you can use to buy mods and upgrades. Just like everything else in this game.
Police are free, but demons aren't backing
To be
down.
continued
Need
after
to
the
lend a
cutscene.
hand.
And I thought, as I said, the timer on the challenges to get ultimate tier and sometimes to get, I think, spectacular was the silver tier, so to speak, was so insanely tight. I didn't find them enjoyable, and that's why you should be happy that I actually did them off screen, because depending on the language you're used to, it could have been a linguistic lesson, because I would probably have taught you a few new interesting words, because I swore a lot during those challenges. And my main problem with them wasn't the fact that they were hard. Not at all. Anyone who knows me and you've watched my videos, heard me talk about things and challenging games, I am a big fan of challenge. What I'm not a fan of is when challenges almost feel, first of all, unfair. And if you go into YouTube, you will see videos of people doing them perfectly. But a mechanic in this game, you move around this city by swinging. And the swinging mechanic is super fun. I'm still enjoying it, even though I'm 30 hours in, probably, to this game. But it's not very exact overall, unless you really, really, really focus very hard. And especially the drone missions requires...
Yuri, your men are safe. What's next?
Get to the Upper West Side. We're trying to shelter civilians, but Rhino isn't making it easy.
He never does. On my way.
Rhino, you say? Yeah, this...
Miles left a
what
voicemail.
was I talking about? Yes, the fact that the timer was very hard, and I think the swing mechanics are a bit too unexact for the requirements stipulated in them.
Fast. Get to Harlem.
And also the fact, my biggest gripe with them is the fact that they felt so disproportionately hard in comparison to the rest of this game. Because I'm playing this on, what's the difficulty called? Amazing, I think? Normal difficulty, a regular person would call it. And this game is challenging at times. Don't get me wrong, anyone who's played it would probably agree. It's not super hard, but it is challenging. There is a challenge to the combat, staying on top of things, and... Fuck, he's ugly. I think his design is super cool, but he ain't winning no beauty contest. No, what you call him, Honey Rhino?
Yuri, Rhino's on the move, but former guests of Rikers are laying into
But
your
going
food
back,
barricade.
once again, trying to make the point that I've been trying to get across for almost 10 minutes, was that they felt so disproportionate to the rest of the game. Almost made me... It reminded me of Watch Dogs. You know, the game that Ubisoft did that everyone started hating because it didn't live up to the hype that they had promised. And actually, I'm gonna defend Ubisoft here because I enjoyed Watch Dogs. I didn't think it was amazing. I definitely didn't think it was as terrible as people made it out to be. I can understand that people were upset. I can understand that they were disappointed because it did look a lot better when it was first shown at E3 back in, I think it was 2011 or something like that, than the final product that we got when it was released. There are no buts about it. They didn't live up to the promises they had made, which has actually become more common in games nowadays. Everyone who's a gamer and plays often regularly. Is that the correct term? Whatever. Knows that has become more a rule than anything. That you should always take everything with a pinch of salt. Because games feels almost like more often than not finished when they're released and stuff like that. But either way, the point I was getting across was not that Watch Dogs didn't live up to the hype. It was the fact that in that game there was a mini game called... There were drinking games. There were 3 different pubs you could go to and challenge a guy to a drink-off. And it was like the quick time event mini game. And if you completed all 3 of them, you would get a trophy called, I think it was called Social Drinker. And they were very hard, to put it mildly. And they were also disproportionately hard in comparison to everything else in that entire game. Because that game was, in my opinion, a very simple platinum, as I can remember it. I did get the platinum. I played the game when it came out. I pre-ordered the super expensive collectors I have more money than sense edition. You know, the one I mean. And but the thing that made that platinum actually hard was Social Drinker. And it was even so, for the love of Christ, it was even so hard, so people started a petition to get Ubisoft to patch it, to basically nerf the drinking game. And I found that out because just like anyone and everyone else, I was struggling with it. I think it was one of the very last trophies I was missing to get the platinum. And I went online to find tips, see if I could find any tips or tricks to make it a little bit easier. And that's how I stumbled across the petition. And being the bull-headed guy that I am, and super stubborn, I got a goal. And my goal was, because knowing what kind of company Ubisoft is, I was quite sure that they would patch it. If they got enough people to sign it, there would be a patch coming, and I think it eventually came out. But my goal was to get that trophy before any patch went live. So I started grinding it, and with a little help from my girlfriend, which actually assisted me in getting through some of those mini games, I got it. And as I said, I think they actually patched it. I'm not 100% sure. And things are getting really hectic.
Anyone else feeling very 1984
And
right now?
something really
Just
nice
me?
that I want to talk
Anybody?
about. I think I mentioned it already, that Spider-Man is now at level 50. But the very last skill I unlocked when I reached level 50 was that like finisher chain, that if I do a finisher move on an enemy and immediately press circle and triangle once again, I will immediately do another finisher on another enemy. So you get 2 for the price of 1. And as I said, it was the last skill I unlocked, because anyone who's followed this project knows that I haven't relied very much on finishers. I have focused mainly on, so to speak, use my focus to get health back. But now, having unlocked it and being in the third act of the game, I have come to realize that it is a really great skill to have. And also, another moment where I want to sing this game's praise. Because I was a bit worried about reaching level 50, the maximum level. Because whenever you play a level-based game, leveling is fun. I think it's fun. Some people may not agree. Some people just think that the leveling system is just a grind to get through to reach endgame, so to speak. That is also a subject I would love to hear your inputs on, dear viewer. What do you think? What do you enjoy most, leveling or endgame? Please let me know in the comments. Ow. Either way, the point I was getting to, once again I get sidetracked, is that when you reach level 50, the leveling actually doesn't stop. Because you get to level 50 plus, you don't unlock any new mods or abilities, but you do get, because I've realized this, because I am probably around level 52 or something. But what I realized is when you go past level 50, you get things like extra health, or that your melee attacks do extra damage. And I really like the fact that they put that in.
Guess so.
Because it
Okay,
makes
I need to sign off for a bit. Call me if things go
it
south.
makes it fun to continue doing side activities. And now, of course, I've run out of side activities to do. I've done all the bases, I've done all the Taskmaster things,
Peter, thank God. We
and
need you at the Veteran Center. Where are you?
side quests
I
with
got held
corrupted
up.
students
Are you
and
okay?
stuff
What's
like that.
The convicts started a fire. We got the
But
building
it's
staff out,
a
but May and
great
Miles are trapped
incentive
inside.
for you
Trying to
not
find a
to
way into
lose
them, but the fire is
interest,
spreading so fast.
because you do
Stay where
gain
you are, MJ.
experience
I'll handle
points
this.
continuously.
Move it, Pete. Move.
And I wish that is something they could implement in more games, because, yeah, as I just said, that I think whenever there is a leveling system, when you reach that top level, it does lose a little bit of its charm. Ah. And of course, when... Let's focus for 2 seconds, shall we? And that went well. Pathetic. We could try this side that isn't burning. A smart person would do that.
Peter, fire and rescue's on the way. I found a fire escape that'll get me.
MJ, stay back. I don't want to have to rescue you too.
Peter, don't be crazy. Wait for help.
There we go.
May! May!
Where is she, our lovely damsel in distress?
Here! We're over here!
Hey man, you alright?
Get to the window!
It's too far.
Hold on!
Just brace yourselves!
Careful now, MJ.
Come on, you stupid piece of...
Because that floor probably isn't very stable.
Come on, May! I've got you!
And this actually reminds me of Uncharted 3.
Go!
You know, there was a mission in that game where you were inside a mansion
Miles,
in
come on.
France, I think it was. Where the mansion was burning, there was a lot of enemies and everything was very hysterical, action-packed. Just like the Uncharted games are. Damn, I need to replay those games soon. But it feels a bit like that. And that burning house mission wasn't one of my favorites because I remember I was going for the platinum in the remastered version. And they had done these time trial challenges. There's something about time trials in games. And getting through the burning building part of that game was one of the challenges in that game. And I remember also that the timer on that one was also that was like Taskmaster level of tightness. And I'm quite curious who decided the time limits in those challenges in that game or in that game series, because some of them were super lenient as well.
MJ,
You could finish
If it
with
weren't for you
minutes
and
to
Miles,
spare.
I would have been.
As dead as I would have been the last 8,500 times you saved me. Pretty sure I still owe you a few.
That's smart.
Hey. I'm sorry I screwed things up. It's just hard being the one who always gets saved, you know? Sometimes I want to do the saving.
I'm sorry I made you feel like you couldn't. Still partners?
Always.
Hey.
Yeah, I can understand her.
So I didn't know if you wanted sparkling or flat or spring or mountain spring. So I got one of each. Am I interrupting?
No. MJ, Ms. Watson, and I were just talking strategy.
Strategy?
That's right. The city is in danger. It needs our help.
All of our help.
All right, well, call the play, coach.
Okay.
That
Divide
man.
and conquer. Ms. Watson, we need an anti-serum for Devil's Breath. Oscorp's developing something, but there's no way they can keep it safe from Octavius and Lee. We need to find the cure and protect it.
I'll chase down some leads.
Miles, you need to be my eyes and ears at Feast. Anything goes wrong, call me. We need to keep that place and the people there safe.
All right, you got it. What are you gonna do?
Gang of costume nut jobs is taking the city apart piece by piece. Time I return the favor.
All right.
I've said it before and I say it
Hey,
again.
wait,
Damn, that suit is cool.
how do I call you? I mean, do you have like a cell phone in your pockets or something?
Ms. Watson can give you my number. Good luck, team.
Do you have his number? Are you Spider-Man's girlfriend? That'd be so cool.
Come on, Sherlock. Show me what you got in this water smorgasbord.
Miles is a true hero. I've said it before, he brought coffee to all the good people at Feast, and now he brings like a gazillion different types of water bottles. Good man. Give him an award.
The city feels a little more
Beverage
under control.
King.
Miles is watching Feast. MJ is tracking
On
the Devil's
something's
Breath.
trail, investigate
Time for
Times
me to focus
Square.
on finding Otto and stopping whatever he has planned. Yuri, we need to start tracking the big boys. Still no leads on Octavius?
No, nothing. Forensics can't even do a sweep of Times Square. Everyone in that department but the intern is sick.
I might be able to turn something up. Let you know what I find.
Yeah, well, that is something we're gonna investigate in the next episode, because I'm gonna end this one right here. But I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.